Greeting everyone. My name is Grandmaster KA Shakoor, and I'm very happy to be able to present this YouTube, and this will be a series of YouTubes that I'll be presenting on energetics. And energetics cover a wide field. Any type of practices to deal with cultivating energy, helping to raise one's consciousness, help purifying one's consciousness of negative emotions, strengthening the body, detoxing the body of disease, what could fall and does fall under categories of energetics, plus more. Some commonly known exercises or practices that would be called energetics would be tai-chi, hatha yoga, kundalini yoga, Qi-Gong, just to name a few. Reiki, just to name a few. Today I'm going to be talking about Qi-Gong and mindfulness. And this is the first of the series of practices that I teach. And we're going to start first with the mindfulness. Mindfulness is very important because it's a scientific technique. It's not a religious technique. It could be somewhat, in a generic sense, be called spiritual, but anyone can practice this technique. And it has to do with calming the mind. We take in so much information, consciously and unconsciously, in this electronic age we live in. A lot of times we are not aware of our own thoughts or in touch with our own true thoughts. Plus, being born, all of us have the imprints of our first impressions that are still there, and a lot of times we are operating off those impressions. The mindfulness helps clear all this so one can get in touch with their true thoughts and their true feelings. Let me demonstrate the basics of these techniques called mindfulness. One thing you want to do is sit with your back straight at the side of a couch, bed, chair, or in a car, as long as you're not driving. Keep the chin in slightly. Take the tip of the tongue and put it at the roof of the mouth. And very paramount is to keep the eyes open, because you don't want to go to sleep. You don't want to begin to fantasize or visualize or focus or create visualizations in the mind. This is a mind clearing technique. So we keep the eyes open. We look at a space about 2 to 3 feet in front of us. We let the mind do whatever it's going to do. We don't try to stop thoughts. We don't try to suppress or stop thoughts, nor do we want to actively get involved with the thoughts. We allow the thoughts to abide in their natural state. Now, many times when you start this technique or this practice, there will be an onslaught of thoughts that will come into your mind, and it seems very, very uncomfortable. So, or could feel very, very uncomfortable. So the suggestion is to sit there and focus on the breath, or count. And I mean by focusing on the breath is to focus on the inhalation and exhalation. And every time you inhale and exhale, you mentally count 1 in your mind. That's just one way in which you can deal with getting a good grasp of the mindfulness technique. So sitting, no more than 15 seconds or 30 seconds just to start. And eventually you'll be able to get to the place that you'll be able to sit 5, 10, 15, or even up to 20 minutes a day, or several times a day. As your mind calms down, your heart rate becomes more balanced, your blood pressure becomes balanced, and many problems that we face or that we feel that we face become easy to resolve, and we're able to resolve these issues within ourselves through the mindfulness. So let's practice this technique. Keeping the feet flat, back straight, chin in slightly, palms on the knees, tongue at the roof of the mouth, keeping the eyes open. Not suppressing thoughts and not getting involved in thoughts. And just sit. Then inhale, bring the shoulders up. Drop the shoulders, exhale through the mouth. Turn the head to the right. back to the center, to the left, back to the center, looking up, looking down. Inhale, bring the shoulders up, and exhale. Inhale up, and exhale. The reason why we turn the neck right, left, and up and down is because, based on energetic theories, the earth represents the physical body. The neck is the gateway between the material world and the spiritual world, which represents our head, which is the higher region where the brain is, or the higher consciousness. So we have the physical body, we have the senses that actually somewhat carry out the mission of our higher consciousness, which is beyond duality, which would be from our two physical eyes, we have a spiritual eye or wisdom eye. In one scripture, meaning the New Testament, it says that the eye is full of light, the body is full of light. And there are many other statements made in many other ancient texts that support what I just said. So again, let's practice keeping the feet flat, back straight, tongue at the roof of the mouth, palms on the knees, eyes open, not focusing on any thought, not suppressing any thought, allowing the thoughts to abide in their natural state, and just sit. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, and open the mouth. Drop the shoulders. Inhale up, and exhale. Inhale up, and exhale. Turn the head to the right, back to the center, to the left, back to the center. Look up, look down, head back in normal position. Inhale, bring the shoulders up, drop the shoulders, and exhale. Inhale up, and exhale. In the days and times that we live in, there's so many things that affect our emotions that many times we're reacting rather than making a positive response. That's because we're dealing with surface consciousness, as I call it. The mindfulness allows the surface thoughts and surface consciousness to settle to where we can get in touch with our true thoughts, our true feeling, our true understanding, our true being. There are many different terms to describe what I'm saying. Some people might call it soul, our true soul, the essence of ourself. So anyway, I am happy to be able to bring this to you. I look forward to hearing from you all on my Facebook. I hope this technique is helpful for you and your family. Please practice. Peace and light to everyone.